Welcome back to Our Vision Farm. As you guys know, we are getting ready to move in the near future. We'd like to start listing our house by as soon as this summer because that's when we're going to start looking for properties. And I guess today would count as kind of day one of just preparing our house for sale. This is my daughter's room. So far what we've done in here, as you can see, is remove some wallpaper. We left this wall of wallpaper because it wasn't ripped or anything, and I kind of like the design on it, but we're gonna paint the other walls to kind of match this wallpaper, and the kids are gonna help with this. I bought our first little gallon of paint here, and we're gonna paint all the walls that we did not remove wallpaper on. Since right now we don't really have a farm, we got rid of all our farm animals, I thought I'd make some short videos of just what we're doing to fix up our house and just some small like house repairs that we're just DIYing and just making the house look prettier for sale in preparation for that. So when we list it, it is just completely move-in ready. So step one will be this room, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it is completely done. But other than that, we don't have a lot of major repairs inside of the house. It's really just cleaning, getting these carpet stains removed, and maybe repainting the walls and just cleaning in general. Things like replacing wobbly doorknobs and just simple things like that. We don't have too much work to do, and we don't have too much outdoor work to do either. We've done a lot of those things already, but mostly like painting and the things you would usually do before selling a house. And in our back porch, I just have to give it a good cleaning, get rid of stuff that we don't need anymore, and try to sell some stuff. We have screen repairs from our pets. They did this. So we have a couple screen repairs to do. We actually had a raccoon mess up this screen right here trying to get to the cat food that was in here. So now we got to replace this one. But that's pretty much it for this back porch, besides giving it a good cleaning with a power washer, a pressure washer. So that should be easy. And like you've seen, we've gotten rid of all our farm animals. We've been tearing down the broken down animal pens, just trying to make it look nicer. We got the gardens to clean up. I still definitely want to keep the gardens for whoever buys this property after us. So I want to get them looking nice and getting some vegetables growing in there as well. So everything just looks perfect. Summertime is going to be a beautiful time to list because that's when everything is nice and green and fresh looking. The trees will have leaves on them. Our crepe myrtles over there and the ones that we have on the side near the flower garden will be all full of blooms and flowers. So I think it's going to make for really pretty pictures and showing the beauty of our land here in Florida. We have 5 acres, and with having 5 acres and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house and it's very spacious, I think we're gonna have a very easy time selling it. So I'm excited for that. Just hoping and praying that everything will work out in our search for a property as well, because it has to kind of happen consecutively, or we really have to plan out a plan B or a plan C if it doesn't work out as soon as we expect, to try to figure out what we would do in that case. We have been talking about maybe getting a little camper and maybe living off of that when we move until we find our perfect homestead, but we will see what happens. Let's just go with plan A and say that God is going to work some great miracles and we're going to sell this property and find one at the same time. So we're going to get to work. I will show you what the room looks like. I'm sure you guys know what painting already looks like, so I'll show you what it looks like at the end when it's finished. Alright, it's a bit of a mess in here, not quite done yet, but I did finish that wall right there, and then this one with the light switch, and back here it's still drying, but I like the color so far. And I did decide to just go ahead and remove the rest of the wallpaper, because where the wallpaper met with the just plain wall, it just was not clashing good. Especially when I was painting, kind of like the edges of the wallpaper started getting wet and peeling apart, and it wouldn't stay stuck flat to the wall. So right now I'm just working on removing the rest of the remaining wallpaper, and we'll just have to paint it. That should be quick. It'll just be the one wall that I have to paint, but that's how it looks so far, and I'll have to show you. It's a good neutral color, a little bit darker than what I thought, but that's okay. Once we continue painting the rest of the house, I'll try to pick even more lighter colors, but I do like it for this room. This room has this huge window here, and it gets plenty of sunlight as well. This is another thing that we're going to have to be replacing on a lot of the windows in the house. These cheap little window blinds. We're gonna get some different ones. These are really good for blocking out the sun and keeping the house cooler, but obviously these are old and worn out and they have to be replaced. Not all of them in the whole house. Some of them are still good without rips, so we're gonna try to keep those after a good cleaning. But this window blind will definitely be changing, and that'll make this room look a lot better and a lot more neutral as well. So I'm going to get finished up with this and removing this wallpaper. Alright guys, I finally finished the bedroom. Some parts of the wall are still a little bit wet, but I went ahead and just put everything back in its place. And of course, once we get to the point of listing the house and taking pictures, I'll definitely be staging everything. And we're going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff, like this cabinet with the stickers on it is all broken, and we'll be getting thrown in the trash, and then we'll be getting rid and purging of a lot of things. But this is how the walls look. Definitely nicer, I think, than the wallpaper when we first got started. It was ripped in many places, and I guess I'm happy with how the back wall turned out without the wallpaper. I definitely think the owners of this house were covering up a lot of things with the wallpaper, because this is a manufactured home and sometimes it has like these little seams and stuff where the house is put together. So this was definitely covered by the wallpaper, but it's not like moving or anything. This is just like a thin crack. Like in our living room and in our bedroom, they actually put that same like wooden seam. They put those here to kind of cover that up, where they conjoin these manufactured homes back together. But that's as good as it's gonna get. It looks like they did try to put some type of putty or something to fill in these cracks, but you can still see the cracks. But I'm gonna leave it just like that. That is no big problem. We actually have fine lines on our walls throughout the whole house. You can't really notice it from far away unless you're really looking at it really close, but that is how it looks. So this was the first wall I did, so it's definitely dry. One more thing that I want to do around the house is change out the outside of these. Like some are already more newer looking, like this one is a white one, but any that are like this yellowish dirty looking color, I want to change to like a white color and do that throughout the house so it kind of all matches. But yeah, that's how it looks. And of course, like I said, the blinds are gonna get changed, but that is this bedroom. It's a nice size bedroom for a child, or it could be like an office space, whatever the future owners decide to do with it. And that is how it ended up looking. So I will definitely keep recording our progress on any other projects that we do, like in between projects while I am getting materials and stuff. And what we've been really focusing on is throwing out a lot of things. So my daughter has to work on that for her bedroom, throw out, like, just keep the bare necessities, because we're not really sure what our future holds. If we end up selling our house before we actually find a property of our own, we might have to be living the camper life for a bit, or maybe renting an apartment or something. We'll have to figure something out, because we do have our pets as well we got to bring with us. But all that to say that we really have to just think minimalistic and try to get rid of as much as we can, because we don't know if we're going to be able to take it all with us. But this took quite a long time because I did have to remove the wallpaper, and that wasn't in my plans. But now that it's all done, I am happy with how it looks. And I only used about half a gallon of paint on this room, so I'm definitely going to have enough for doing the bathroom. Right now the bathroom is painted blue. It was supposed to be a lighter blue. I did this a couple years ago and I never liked how it turned out. I wanted it to be like a really light blue. But now that I have that leftover paint, the same color that I did the bedroom, I think I'm going to do the bathroom the same color, and that'll give me plenty to finish that bathroom. And then that'll be it for these first two rooms. My son's room actually doesn't really need paint. His room got painted not that long ago. He has like a nice design on the wall. I don't really want to cover that up. I feel like it would be nice for a boy's bedroom. And we'll just have to do some little touch-ups, remove those stickers from the wall. Hopefully that doesn't damage the wall paint too much. And he definitely has to do some cleanup in his room and try to figure out what we're going to get rid of to remove all the clutter, so that way when we get ready to take our pictures for listing, we will literally just have the basics, like maybe the little small cabinet there, the bed. We'll get all these shoes out the way, and that way it looks nice and simple. We're not going to get like a staging company or nothing. We are still living here while we're selling our home, so we're just going to stage with what we have and try to get rid of as much clutter as possible and just leave like a really simple design of everything. Just leave the basic, the bare minimums, couches, side tables, coffee tables, stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll continue sharing all the projects that we are doing and continue taking you along the whole journey from selling this house, and then when we do our property searching over there in Vermont as well. That is all part of the deal, so we'll continue sharing with you.